What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Hangout Network, and it's Crypto Crane, and we're back here for another episode of the Crypto Hangout Network. As you can see, I have the I had to fix my camera real quick, get my microphone set up. Markets were green today, a lot of green. I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. But the markets were green, and as you can see in the crypto bubbles, we have all this green right here, just a few red. You got Pepe down 3%, PLS down 10%, Pulse X down 8.7%. But for the most part, you have a bunch of big gainers. MASP is up 15%. You have XRD up 6.8%, Lido up 5.4%, Atom up 3.4%, Sand up 5.4%, Engine up 9.1%, and Filecoin up 3.4%. So as you can see, a little green in the market today, which is always good when you have green, right? So before we go ahead and dive into it, just want you guys to remember we are always on Spotify podcast, and we are also on Pandora with the Metaspot podcast. Episodes come up every week. So if you miss us on YouTube, you can catch us on those podcasts, on those platforms when you're working out or while you're working, etc. So let's go ahead and look at this chart right here. So we got the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. As you can see, this descending wedge right here, and Bitcoin's had a little run up. It's approaching oversold territory in the RSI, but as you can see, it broke through the 200 and broke through this resistance of 28,000 all the way up here towards resistance of 28,000 all the way up here towards 28,600. So we need to break through that. That is the next resistance ceiling, as you can see. This right here, but that has been a source of major resistance. As you can see, you have resistance back here, 1, 2, and 3. So that's a major resistance point right there. So we need to break through this. Once we break through this, we can get a little bit of momentum. We do need the Bitcoin bulls to come in and to push the price action up towards that right there. Okay. Now you look like you have just a little bit of a reverse, a little. You had a head and shoulders right here. The shoulder right there, head, shoulder, and you had price action fall. When price action falls like that, you have a 68% chance it'll break to the upside, which it did, and you have this little run up right here. So now you have the reverse to the 68%, and it might work down to the downside. If it does, I suspect it to come down and hit down here, right around 27,500, around in that area, and bounce back up. And then again, it may just teeter-totter along in this little wedge right here before eventually breaking up out of this sometime this week, during this week. So yeah, the time is 9:18 on 5/28. Hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend, as I have, eating lots of barbecue and enjoying the fam, etc. So let's take a look at this 1-hour chart. Got the Bitcoin 1-hour chart. As you can see, broke through the resistance. RSI is very much oversold, so I expect to pull back. And as you can see, it's starting to pull back a little bit. Okay. Now let's look at the daily. This is the daily chart. As you can see, comes up right here, touches the 50, and as you can see, it broke through and it came back down, had a little sell off. All right, so you're still looking good on the daily. You should see some red candles coming in, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 days of green candles. Okay, so you may see a couple more days of green then before it actually turns red. Let's go look at the weekly. This is the weekly candle. As you can see, it's coming up, touched the top of that wedge, came back down. All right, now let's get into some Twitter news. All right, scrolling down Twitter, thought this was interesting for you guys. Thought you guys would probably would like this right here. As you can see, tell me what you guys think. Comment below. It says that 84% of Bitcoin owners will only vote for a presidential candidate who supports the right to own Bitcoin. As you can see in this chart right here, from Michael Saylor that he posted in Bitcoin Archive, screenshotted and tweeted, and I agree. It says let's vote. The president supports BTC, as you can see right here on the little poll, 69.3%. Okay, and I agree. Any politician that is not in support of Bitcoin or in support of cryptocurrencies, I agree that you should not vote for them. They should not get your vote. They will not get my vote, because they are, holding us back. They are suppressing the market. They do not want the retail investors to enter into the market. And as you can see, what's going on clearly, you get all this SEC attacking the cryptocurrencies. Then you have the banking crisis, which is pretty much just all the big banks and the Treasury and the government allowing this to happen so that they can take over the smaller banks and phase them out. So it can only be the top 10 banks, major banks, and force everybody to have to bank with them. That's why cryptocurrency is even more important now than it has ever been. Okay. I had some Chainlink news. From Chainlink says, according to BCG study, the asset tokenization market is set to reach $16 trillion with a T by 2030. Hedge funds, capital markets firms, banks, tech giants, and startup founders are actively building with blockchain technology to realize this multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. In her keynote speech at the Hong Kong Web3 Festival, Chainlink Labs Chief Ecosystem Growth Officer provided a high-level breakdown of why this transformation is real and imminent. Rising adoption and awareness for financial incumbents, major opportunities for cutting process costs. Increasing asset access and supercharging liquidity. Emerging startups paving the path for tokenized RWAs, pressing infrastructural challenges and connectivity and verifiable solved by Chainlink. And Chainlink is one of the cryptocurrencies that we do have in our portfolio, just for disclosure. I'm not financial advisor, not financial advice, but I do disclose that we do have this in our disclosure, okay? So that is part of our portfolio, and I suggest you do your research and decide if that is something that you should add to your portfolio. Next, we have Johnny at Crypto God John. He goes, I got a feeling that China meme coins are about to pump hard this week in anticipation of Hong Kong opening. He's got a lot of news coming out of China. Big news. We have Wu Blockchain. OKX Exchange announced today that the listed tokens for retail investors in Hong Kong are BTC, ETH, ADA, Matic, Sol, DOT, Uni, Link, Sand, Litecoin, AVAX, AXS, Atom, XLM, USTD, and USDC. Hong Kong users can buy, sell, and convert 16 major virtual assets through the app, including Bitcoin, ETH, and several others. Tokens can be purchased with HKD, peer-to-peer, or via Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard, through third-party providers. And here is all the coins right here. So I suggest, in my theory is that these coins are going to pump as soon as the markets open up over there in China. All these coins. So you might want to, do a little research and, look into that, to what he's saying. Now he goes down here and says that Hong Kong requires tokens to meet the 2 cryptocurrency indexes launched by traditional financial institutions and has been alive for 12 months. This should be the token that OKX launched itself according to the requirements of Hong Kong. Bitcoin Cash is the only token included in the traditional entry index, but OKX Hong Kong is not listed. AXS and Sands was relatively surprised by the industry, probably because of the government support that Animoca can get in Hong Kong. So that's another thing. You might want to look at the Animoca brands, the gaming game, okay? Because gaming is big in China. Now, back onto the home front. They say that there's an article from West Fair that was online that says Fair now. It will launch July 1st. And this is the article right here. Starting July 1st, real-time transfers between financial institutions through FedNow payment network will bring that same level of speed to the business world. This will be accomplished in part by implementing ISO 2020, the latest international standards organization standard for electric data transmission between financial institutions. Now, with that being said, ISO 2020, Okay? ISO 2020. Let that sink in for a minute. You might want to look into the ISO 2020 coins and invest into those heavily. Just a side note, okay? FedNow will also enable electronic transfers around the clock and 7 days a week, although implementing that it will be left to individual institutions. Speeding up these transactions, which are currently one of the hard limits on the speed of business, is the goal of the FedNow program, which seeks to provide real-time cash transfers between financial institutions, businesses, and consumers. It would mean that employees get paid seconds after payroll is completed, that businesses no longer need to plan around weekends when transmitting payments, and more, all while increasing security. So, be on the lookout for that coming soon. And now we have Crypto Asset Guy. It says, prepare to observe thousands of crypto holders, many of them whales, swapping their BTC and ETH for XRP. And I agree, because XRP is going to be the only crypto that has clarity, and that case is getting ready to close. In my opinion, I think the case is already over with. They're just waiting to announce it, and SEC can save face. But he's absolutely right. You're going to see this. It's going to happen. It's going to flood in. A lot of people are going to flood in, and you're going to see that the XRP price rise exponentially. All right. So now let's get into a little bit of the news. We have USDT market share jumps amid economic uncertainty, but USDC shrinks. It says the market dominance of stablecoins pegged to the US dollar has undergone some changes over the past year. While most of them are in downward trend, Tether has climbed back to its all-time high. Data from CoinGecko shows in the past 12 months, USDC has seen its market share decline from 38 to 23% at the time of writing. In the meantime, Tether has gained, right? So that's something to look out to. A lot of money is flowing into Tether and not into USDC. So a lot of people are moving their gains into USDT instead of USDC. We have news here. 7 presidential candidates have dropped clues about their crypto stance. There are currently many from the Democratic and Republican parties bidding for the job of president, but here's what they said about crypto. So Joe Biden said crypto has no fundamental value. Exactly. It doesn't surprise me exactly what he would say this. So he says he's railed against perceived crypto tax loopholes and opposed debt ceiling agreement. So Donald Trump says he's not a fan of Bitcoin, but he doesn't stop it though. But this is big right here. The capital gains tax would have been favorable to crypto users. So that's something that you might want to pay attention to for the next election. And Mr. DeSantis says that everybody has a right to do Bitcoin. And Vivek wants to regulate it as a security. Robert F. Kennedy says it's a major innovation engine. And then the others, Nikki Haley hasn't publicly addressed it. So that's where they stand on crypto. Now, this is what everybody's been talking about. This is what everybody's been waiting for, and everybody has been anticipating. It is a big deal. Crypto is it's going to have a humongous earthquake once the markets open up. And why the market's going to open it up? Because we have, let's see here. They're allowing the retail investors to buy Bitcoin. So it says right here, the CCTV broadcast crypto. CZ posted a Twitter alongside a link to CCTV's website that showed a TV segment that featured a Bitcoin ATM in Hong Kong and a sign that said buy Bitcoins. It's a big deal, CZ said. The Chinese-speaking communities are buzzing. Historically, coverages like this led to bull runs. So he thinks it might be a bull run. I think so too. Many people live in China and they're telling their people not to buy cryptocurrencies. China has had a fraught relationship with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies over the years. repeatedly cracking down on it. In 2021, China enacted the strictest crypto trading mining ban. So this is what could trigger the next bull run this summer. In other news, we have another dormant Ethereum wallet awakens after 8 years, moving millions. So an ETH wallet has been inactive since Ethereum's ICO in 2015 has suddenly awoken after 8 years, moving a total of 8,000 ETH in 2 minutes. The wallet received the 8,000 ETH after participating in ETH ICO and remained inactive until May 27th. On that day, its owner began with a cautionary transfer of 1 ETH to a new wallet. 1 minute later, they transferred the remaining 7,999 to the new wallet address. So it was worth 14.7 million. So big news. What do they suspect that we don't? So bull run is the bull run in the process? Maybe. Hong Kong is preparing for the metaverse, and they are preparing by launching the Cyber Defender. The cybersecurity unit of the Hong Kong Police has launched Cyber Defender, a new metaverse platform designed to educate the public about the potential dangers associated with Web3 and the metaverse. So anybody who had a question about the metaverse is going to be that it was going to die out, that it wasn't going to do anything. As you can see, China is not only preparing to allow retail investors to buy cryptocurrency, they are also preparing for to allow them to enter the metaverse and virtual reality. Right? So, big news. And this was the catalyst that kicked everything off. Okay? It says here, Beijing releases white paper for Web3 innovation and development. They have regulation now. Beijing has released a Web3 white paper to promote the industry's development. The timing of the release is interesting, according to the CEO of Binance, who noted Hong Kong's crypto rules come into effect next week. So tomorrow, the rules will come into effect. And that is what everybody is anticipating, the flood of money to start coming in. It says Beijing, China's capital city, reportedly released a white paper this morning aimed at promoting innovation and development of the Web3 industry. Dubbed the Web3 Innovation and Development White Paper, the document states that Web3 technology is an inevitable trend for future internet industry development. According to a report for local news outlet The Paper, the Beijing Municipal Science and Technology Commission, also known as the Administrative Commission of Zhonggongkun Science Park, released a white paper at the forum. So this is big. It says the timing of the release is interesting. Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission released a new rule book for the crypto industry last week, stating that retail investors can start trading crypto from June 1st when a new licensing regime for crypto platform begins. Hong Kong's attempt to attract crypto firms in the region comes at the same time as a regulatory crackdown on crypto in the U.S. As for China, it prohibited the use of cryptocurrencies in 2021. But with the release of the Web3 white paper, it appears to be opening up the industry in some form. It says earlier this week, they said Binance's CZ said it was a big deal, and I agree. It is a big deal. Now in for some Shiba news, right? It says Shiba Inu 3.6 billion company discusses possible listing of SHIB. Price could explode to $2. After a prominent influence for the Shiba Army tweeted that the financial services company should consider integrating SHIB into its trading app, the firm responded by stating that at the moment it only offers Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, it added that it plans to expand its crypto trading activities. And this was Fidelity. So Fidelity, if you know, with the burn, the SHIB burn, Shibarium getting ready to go live, and with if Fidelity does indeed decide to add Shiba Inu, then you very well could see that price go to $2. And this was the tweet that they said. This is what they tweeted. So what do you guys think? Do you think that it could happen? It says Fidelity Investments has assets under management valued at over 4.5 trillion. This makes it one of the key players in the financial investment space. Thus, it should be integrated among its crypto asset offerings. Fidelity would no doubt help the massive adoption of SHIB and push it a step above its rival, Dogecoin. While Dogecoin is fast losing its position as the king of meme coins, Shiba Inu will become the meme-themed token of choice among retail traders should the Fidelity list happen. The strong SHIB community and its active influencers have been the driving force behind the token's adoption on the major trading platforms. So if this happens, you're going to see a lot of people be billionaires. Me, personally, I have a ton of load of SHIB, over 1 million myself. So if this happens, yeah, I'm pushing for this. Definitely pushing for this. Right? So you had 2,538 addresses created in one day as you start seeing more activity come through with Shiba Inu. So as you can see right here, the addresses spiked. No, right on May 26th. Largest increase in 3 months. Bone is even jumping 13%. Shiba Inu surges as next ticker high. Price shows signs of bullish momentum. Maybe that tweet with Fidelity has something to do with all that. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's read what they say. It says Shiba Inu community is abuzz with excitement as the network activity for the popular meme-based cryptocurrency reaches unprecedented levels. Crypto trader and analyst Ali recently took to Twitter to share the news that SHIB's network activity is soaring, with an astounding 2,538 new addresses created on May 26. This surge in address creation marks the highest increase observed in the past 3 months. As the network activity intensifies, share price has responded positively, capturing the attention of investors and enthusiasts alike. At the time of reporting, it was trading at 5 zeros, 875, and it gained 2.59% in the past 24 hours. It says furthermore, SHIB has managed to outperform the two leading cryptocurrencies in Bitcoin and Ethereum in trading sessions. So we'll see. We'll see what SHIB does. We shall see what SHIB does. Now, I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to this Sunday. I know it's been a while since we have done this, and I know it's not live, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking with me and staying subscribed. We will be back, and I have a couple other videos that I have to make, and we will put up on the site. And if you're not subscribed to the Spotify, then subscribe to the Spotify, because I do have things on Spotify that are not on YouTube, etc. So subscribe to the Spotify and subscribe to the channel, and I thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it. To the next Sunday, the next Sunday night hangout, we will be back next Sunday. We'll do it live instead of a premiere, and then what we'll do is we will get more into the market and look at a lot more different coins than just Bitcoin. Okay, and I have some more news for you guys. All right, so we're uploading some more coin hunter videos. I have some more videos coming up for DAO, stacks, and the ordinals, the Bitcoin NFTs, how to what they are, how to get them, and how to obtain them. So I will upload those videos, and so be on the lookout for those videos this week. All right, until next Sunday, we will be back, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great Memorial Day. Enjoy your family. Eat lots of barbecue. This is Crypto Crane signing out for the Crypto Hangout on Sunday Night Hangout. Peace.